Hey, we're Cavern Company, and you're watching The Set. Yeah, so long story short, we were decided to pursue being musicians and being in a band. And so we're like, well, we gotta have we have to have a band name. So what are we gonna name ourselves?
Necessary.
And we were going through names, and we probably sat up in this room for like 6 hours, like going back and forth, trying to figure out what we liked, what we didn't like. Anyways, we came up with the word cavern. We're like, caves are cool. We like that word. And we're like, yeah, so we started, we did the whole search. It's like, is there a band named Cavern? Because we want to have the best, SEO as possible. Google search. And we, there was a band called Cavern. And we're like, well.
And caves.
And caves and caverns. And so we were like, okay, we got to think of another word that might pair with that would, make it different. And going through names took probably another hour. And we're like, well, we like people, so why not company? And so we were like Cavern Company. And that is the story of the band name.
That's how the name was found.
Yes, yeah. And so it really doesn't have huge meaning, but it means something to us, so.
Your eyes only see the hood. Your mind is not open. You brush the table. Now that you're moving still, that worn and leather welt, the lace gets all tied up. Close, set up with the blindfold. It's gone when we will go. We know. I do lie with the blinds closed. I set up with the blindfold. But when it's gone when we will go. We know. Oh, there must be something in the white towels that beat the fire. When we move like that, there must be something in the white towels that beat the fire with thunder when we move like that. Between my toes as you drift out to sea. If this is gonna work, did I miss something? I hear you wanna leave. Don't make a difference. The salted essence me. The waves goodbye. Go out with the blindfold. I set up with the blindfold. When it's gone, when we will go. We know. Out with the blindfold, I set up with the blindfold. When it's gone, we will go. We know there must be something in the water that beat the fire with thunder when we move like that. There must be something in the water that beat the fire with thunder when we move like that. There must be something in the water that beat the fire with the thunder when we move like that. There must be something in the water that beat the fire. must be something in the water tower. Tap beat the fire with thunder and we move like that. There must be something in the water tower. Tap beat the fire with thunder. Must be something. Oh, there must be something. The water, the water. Fire and the hunger. Touch, touch, touch. Blowing me like that.
Hey, we're Cavern Company, and you can catch us anytime on the set at tv.ou.edu. So I grew up listening to old Motown throwbacks with my mom. That's what I was raised on, like funk music, and it was just super cool that music could make me feel the way that it did. You know, just naturally, you know, you hear Chic and Good Times, and you want to dance, and I was like, that's awesome, I want to do that. And so I remember the first time that I actually knew that I wanted to do this was I was 14 years old at a Mute Math concert, and the drummer Darren King was just ripping it, just killing it. And I remember looking at him though, and there was just this moment where I wasn't even really listening to the music, but I understood what he meant by the way that he performed and what he was saying just on the drums. And so that to me was, that was the change, because the way that I feel, we're able to communicate that. And so through drums, through music, and so this aspect of Cavern Company being, you know, bringing people together, we can do that through music. And so that's, I think, to start off, it's got to be, you know, I think my biggest inspiration for music is Zach and Colby. You know, when we get in the studio, the things we're able to say, the things we're able to communicate, and then to share that with other people, that's got to be it for me.
Obsession with obituaries was passed on to me. When I could see the scar on your neck was the first time I knew you could bleed. I knew you could bleed. Blue eyes held me strong, the woman with the sky stone round her neck. She knew how to love more. Blue eyes held me strong, the woman with the sky stone round her neck. minds got shaky, asking for little. Life was life and you were who they'd be. In a hospital gown, a smile goes a long way. Blue eyes held me strong, the woman with the sky stone around her neck. She knew how to love the most. Your blue eyes held me strong, the woman with the sky stone around her neck. She knew how to love. She knew how to love the most. Missed our hearts heart in the new year. I missed our heart's heart. I missed our heart's heart in the new year. I missed our heart's heart. Oh, I missed our heart's heart. Oh, I missed our heart and heart. Blue eyes held me strong, the woman with the sky stone around her neck. She knew how to love. Blue eyes held me strong, the woman with the sky stone around her neck. She knew how to love the most. She knew how to love the most. She knew how to love the
Hey, we're Cavern Company, and you can catch our music anytime on Studio U on the TuneIn app. Yeah, so I think in our music, one thing that we see as super important outside of musical elements is just speaking truth and telling our story. And that's kind of what we try and do in all of our music, I think. Each song has a story, and it means something more than tap tap. You know what I mean? Like even though the name is kind of silly, I think what inspires me is just as we write lyrics and sit down and have those writing sessions and talk through things, there's always a filter through all of us. And so we write our stories and we try and be honest even if it's super difficult. And so I think that's kind of the big thing for me for inspiration.
To take pictures of ourselves, white dress undeserving, who could tell? Little Miss Vanity, you will hear by your mortality. Lost words dropped under chapel bells. We choose away from everything you thought take pictures of ourselves. Oh. There's undeserving who could not tell. Mr. Wonder, out of reach, you want your immortality. Hushed when lust won over a living hell. From everything you thought that you knew was safe and sound. Perfect self-portrait isn't fake, it is an optical illusion in the making. Shakes at the bar, sipping on shakes at the bar, we're done for. Sipping on shakes at the bar, we're done for. Sipping on shakes at the bar, we're done for. Sipping on shakes at the bar, we're done for. Turn the soles of your shoes away from everything you thought that you knew was safe and sound. Away from everything you know, safe and sound. Self-portrait isn't faking, illusion isn't making. You're going to go ammunition when you're going back from the elevation.
Hey, we're Cavern Company, and you can catch us weeknights on OUTV on the set. Yeah, so I think to sum it up is we believe that we can genuinely care for people and reach out to people and love on people through music, and that's our outlet, our outlet of expression of providing truth in a positive way, and that might be telling stories that are very, very hard. Which is the album Tension, which we released last year. There was a lot of stories in them that were very dark, but we believe, speaking and being truthful and being honest is it's healing for us. Like apart from people listening to the songs, like it's healing for each one of us, and that's super, super crucial. And the writing process is extremely collaborative, and so like Josh inspires me, Zach inspires me, and so. Each day is new, and we try to tackle it the best we can, and be the best writers and musicians that we possibly can be, and love on people while doing it too. Yep. So.
Grab hold, tell me where it is that you wanna go. I can't stay home, but we can't stay here. Change doesn't care who you are when the clock's away. I've been money that you feel the same. Hurry up, hot water's almost run out again. I count 80 more tiles to go. Press pause, growing pains are marking my skin in red. But I'm only here for show me how to shoulder taking only one road. It's a quiet kind of torture, always asking where does that leave us? 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 Sheets laying on the floor in my room at 10. Muffled voices from the TV screen. Too loud, shut it off, I'm out. But 5 years from now, it will be a December that no one remembers, and no one remembers. We won't remember, yeah! Show me how to shoulder taking only one road. It's a quiet kind of torture. Always asking, where does that leave us? Where does that leave us? Where does that leave us?